Cool things in my house. For this cool things in my house, we're going into my room again. But first, I just wanted to show you this wonderfully huge and amazing fabric artwork that I created. And of course, the tutorial will be down below for you for this, but let's go in my room. Oh, you know, I made this like years and years and years ago, so tutorial, I guess, linked below once again. Let's go in my room. There's some lovely vintage thrifted art there, but this is what we are here for, and it's not the clothes on my lovely upcycled wardrobe, but it is the wardrobe dress hanger thingy itself. And this vintage ladder I actually made into 3 awesome things. And the first one is this fantastic wardrobe where I hang all of my vintage dresses and my belts and everything. Can take that off. Oh, this as well. I'll put the tutorial for my little hanger thingies here, and I just make everything. And you see the rungs of the ladder here? I can hang some of my vast belt collection on, but so this is one part of the ladder, clearly with the rungs, and then I cut it all up and put it back together. So you can see under there is the ladder rungs. Here I hung a very, very sturdy piece of bamboo through some very, very sturdy chain from some of these ladder rungs, and it's fantastic, and clearly it can take a lot of weight because that's a lot of dresses. Then up here, this, I can't even remember where I got this wood from, probably bed slats, so I just screwed it all together and made a shelf, and that's where in the cold weather all of my sweaters and stuff live, except here, that's my vintage slips. Those are some of my favorite t-shirts in there. And if we come to the other end, there's more belts. And these belts are hanging on, there was these metal pieces sticking out of the ladder where you hooked on like the secondary part of the ladder, if that makes sense. And now they hold my belts, more of my belts. And then here, oh look, more belts. And on these rungs is like my leg warmers and stuff. I don't really know if you can see that well, but it's a lot of stuff. Okay, second thing I made from the ladder. Oh, first, look at that absolutely fabulous earring and pin holder. Again, I'll link the tutorial below for you. But here, la la, my adorable ladder bookshelf. And this was just another piece from that same vintage ladder. And yeah, so I painted it, and you can see it's just held on. Let me move my books here, with belts. That's it. And of course, I have very sturdy screws and anchors in the wall there, but each level has a longer piece of belt, so it's kind of leaning out from the wall. And then when I put the books on the rungs, they just lean back into the wall, and it's a wonderful, free, fabulous little bookshelf. But now we got to go downstairs so I can show you what I did with the last remaining piece of that ladder. Hello, Mr. Jack. How are you doing? All right, let's go into the kitchen to see the last piece of that ladder. And when we first moved into this property, the storage was just non-existent. So this is what I came up with for our pots and pans, and I think it's a pretty clever pot rack, and again held on the wall with some vintage leather belt and of course incredibly strong screw anchors. And the pots are just hung up with these S-hooks from the dollar store, and once again I shall link the tutorial down below for you for that. But there it is, my wonderful creations from a vintage ladder that I found by the side of the road. Do let me know down below what you think.
This is Confessions of a Refashionista.